billionaire investor Mark Cuban has lost nearly $900,000 worth of tokens over the weekend after likely clicking on a phishing link after months of inactivity. Cuban told outlet DL News the phishing attack apparently seemed to stem from a fake MetaMask wallet application that he downloaded. Cuban's wallet was drained of US-pegged stablecoins, staked ETH, super rare tokens, and some ENS domains. Lawrence, what do you make of this? It's just, I hate to see it. I hate to see it.
Future of finance, and I do mean that, because we talk about individuals. One of the benefits of cryptos is the fact that people can own their assets. The problem is people can own their assets, and in many ways there's no recourse, and for a lot of people, I'm talking about those who aren't Mark Cuban, who don't have the resources to kind of go after anybody who's drained them. And God knows if Cuban will ever be able to do that. And sure, there's some of what has been taken from him can be, I guess, marked and what have you. And that's the glories of blockchain. But people who are watching this and seeing this are like, oh wait, what's my recourse? Like, what happens to me if this happens to me? How do I who do I notify in a decentralized system when I accidentally click on something? And if you think that scams and such things aren't going to be rampant, have you noticed that you get spam calls all the time? Why? Because it works. I mean, people, there was a certain age bracket, to be sure, people who came of age during Woodstock, who, for whatever reason, believe that their grandson Timmy really is caught in a jail in London. And that's like not a joke. And you could see this happening if the most sophisticated of investors, not just Mark Cuban, but Vitalik Buterin, the guy who created Ethereum, literally the guy, it came out of his head like Athena from Zeus. And here it is, he got stuck with this as well. I mean, he got taken for a ride. And, you look at this and you're like, wow, how is my future going to look like if this were to take over the world? So it does scare a lot of people, and there are some answers. There are some custody methods out there, but this nonetheless should. People seeing this headline who aren't too familiar with crypto, of course, they get scared when they see this stuff, and rightfully so.
We talk so much on the show about the benefits of decentralization, but Lawrence, I think you bring up a good point. There are benefits to centralization. I think people feel much more safe, much more secure when there's a centralized player and they know that their hard-earned cash is going to be where they left it and where they need it.
As long as that centralized player is an FTX, apparently. Right.
Exactly. So there are many layers to this. I don't think this is the last phishing attack or scam that we'll talk about.